Hey, you guys, hey. If you have been thinking about offering your own CEU credit courses, then you have definitely found the right video, the right live stream. Listen, I am Kat Dunn, and I have been doing this work for a very long time. I am a real instructional designer. I don't play one on TV. And my agency has built courses for some of the most recognizable businesses, brands, schools, universities, nonprofits in the world. And so I wanted to talk with you about something that you may not even be thinking about, that you didn't even know was a thing. And that is offering your own continuing education courses. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I am inviting my entire community in. So whether you are catching this on TT or FB or YT or wherever you are catching this, I want to welcome you in. Hey there, nice to see everybody. So if you have been thinking about offering your courses, selling your courses to schools, selling your courses to nonprofits, selling your courses to businesses as continuing education courses, then you are definitely thinking the right thing. And I'm going to tell you why. All right, because the consumer market has been a little bit wishy-washy. Hey there, nice to see you. Please be sure to say something down in the comments so that I can see you. All right, so definitely say hey to your girl. I am live. I'm not pretend live. I am real live today, and I wanted to come in and talk to you guys about offering your courses as continuing education courses. So you may have taken continuing ed courses. You probably have heard of other people taking continuing ed courses, and you may have thought to yourself, I can teach continuing ed courses myself. I just don't know how to get started. If that's you, definitely say me down in the chat. If that is you, if you've ever thought about offering continuing education courses. And so I want to talk with you guys about how to get started with that, what you want to do if you want to start selling your own continuing education courses. Okay. And I want to welcome everybody in. I see you all on YouTube. I see you on TT. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure I got everybody in here. IG. Nice to see you all. Hang on. All right, very good. So let me just make sure that I've got you all over here. All right, very good, very good, very good. So if you've ever thought about selling your own continuing ed courses and you want to know how to get started, this is definitely the place for you to be, okay? Selling your courses to as continuing ed courses is definitely the way to go. All right, it's not the only way to go, but it is one of the ways, that is one of the best ways to introduce your course. If y'all see me looking this way or that way, that's because I'm multicasting, okay, across the internet internet waves. Okay, so there's a couple of things that you want to think about that a lot of people don't think about when it comes to selling your courses, selling your own continuing ed courses. And that is that when you sell continuing ed courses, these are required courses. Required courses. That is very important. All right. The fact that they are required means that there are literally millions and millions of people that have to take continuing education courses. Okay. So when you are offering your courses to the regular consumer market, it's real optional for them, right? It's very optional for them, where they're just like, I don't know, do I want to take this course? Do I not want to take this course? But when it comes to professional development and continuing education courses, the people who have to take these courses are required to take them. If they don't take them, they risk losing their jobs. Okay. They risk losing their jobs. They risk getting bad evaluations. They risk a whole lot if they do not get professional development courses in. And this is one of the best times to be thinking about it because it's almost the end of the year. And someone at your job, your manager, your director may have already told you yourself you have to take some continuing ed courses or professional development courses before the end of the year. A lot of people are trying to get in their PD courses before the end of the year. That puts you in a perfect position to offer your professional development courses. Okay, and if you're thinking to yourself, I don't have a professional development course, Kat. Yes, you do. Okay, yes, you do. If your course has anything to do with social emotional learning, then yes, you do have a professional development course. If your course has anything to do with finance, financials, budgeting, investment, you do have a professional development course. You do have a continuing education course. You absolutely do. Okay, continuing education courses, they span the topics, they span niches. All right. And here's the other thing, all right, which is why you want to look at continuing education courses. Not only are they required, that means that people are looking for professional development courses. That means they are searching for continuing education, professional development courses that they can go to their manager and say, I want to take this course. I want to take this course. Can this count toward my continuing education? Can this count toward my professional development courses? And your manager or your director is either going to say yes or no. Okay, that's how it works. So if you are thinking about selling your own continuing education courses, the thing that you need to remember is that your courses have to be set up and structured for continuing education. Okay, because that manager, that director is going to look at the course that that person wants to take, and they're going to say, yeah, this looks legit. Or they're going to say, yeah, this doesn't look so legit. No, find another one. Find something different. Okay, so that means that you want to make sure that your course is set up for success. You want to make sure that your professional development course, your continuing education course is professional. Okay, you have to make sure that it looks the part so that it can be approved by somebody's manager or director. All right, so remember that there are millions of people right now looking for professional development courses. They're looking for continuing ed courses right now. Right now. So all they're looking for is the kind of course that their manager or director will approve. And if it has anything to do with what they do for work, they're going to get approved. They're going to get approved. So your job is to just put together a professional development course, a continuing ed course. So the good news is that there are millions of people looking for professional development courses right now. They're looking for them. They may not necessarily be looking for other courses for other reasons, but they are looking for professional development courses that they can use to advance their career, that they can use to grow in their field, that they can enhance what they're already learning. And here's the other great news about that, is that in most cases, the employer pays for it. In most cases, the employer is the one that is going to be paying for your course. They're going to pay. They're going to pull out the company credit card and they're going to say, okay, this looks like a course that is going to really benefit you. Yes, you can go ahead and take it. Yes, I'll pay for it. Yes, let me pull out the company credit card. And, when is the class? When is the class? When is the course? That is a lot different from people who are just, scrolling through social media to say, hey, do I want to take this course just for the heck of it? Maybe, maybe not. But when it comes to having to take a course for your job, to keep your job, to do a better job in your career, then you're talking something completely different. Okay, then you're talking something completely different. So listen, whether you all are catching this on FBYTTTIG, all the letters of the alphabet, all right, I want you all to know that offering your courses as continuing ed courses is definitely one of the top ways to bring in revenue into your business, because there's already a market for it. People are already looking for it. People already need it. Okay? It's not optional, it is mandatory. If you are a teacher, you have to take professional development courses. If you are a nurse, if you work with children, if you work in nonprofit, if you, it doesn't matter. In many, many careers, people need continuing ed courses. Okay. So I want you all to really reframe and rethink about how you think about the courses that you already have. If your courses are in leadership, if your courses are in career development, whatever area your course is in, there is a field that needs your course as professional development. So you might be thinking to yourself, Kat, what do I have to do to make my course CEU ready? Don't I have to, get some kind of certification? Doesn't it have to be officially certified as a continuing education course? And the answer is, in most cases, no. Now, if you are offering CEU courses to a licensed field such as attorneys, doctors, then yes, you're going to have specialized continuing education certification. But in most cases, for teachers, for people who work in nonprofit, for people who work at churches, you do not have to be officially certified. Your course does not have to be officially certified. You can be, and that can be a months long process, but you don't have to. Okay, you can do informal CEU credits where basically you take the one page flyer to your manager and say, hey, can I use this as my continuing education? All right. And if you are required to take a certain number of continuing ed courses, then your continuing education course that you are going to offer needs to be, a 3 hour course, a 2 hour, 3 hour, it just really just depends. Okay. So you can actually get paid from somebody else's employer for them to actually take your course. All right. And if that's something that, oh, hey, let me come over here. I think I see. Let me see. Let me see. I see my folks over here. Nice to see you all. Thank you for joining, honey. Thank you for joining, Dr. Naditi. I hope I got that right. Thank you so much for joining. Thomas, thank you so much for joining. Thank you all so much for coming in. Let me make sure that I'm coming over here and checking out the comment section. The comments. I hope I get this right. Y'all know I'm trying to multitask and multicast. Okay. So if you are thinking about offering your courses as CEU credits, which I don't know why you wouldn't, then I want to let you all know that I am having a free workshop where I'm actually going into it deeper, right? Where I'm going to be teaching you all exactly how to get started offering your very own CEU continuing ed courses, okay? Offering your own continuing ed courses. This is the time of year to do it. Okay. Number one, there are people who need to finish their professional development courses. Okay. That's number one. Before the year is out. Before the year is out. And they can get reimbursed for it by their employer for your course. They can get reimbursed for your course. So they're not worried about paying for it out of their pocket like they might be for for a course, um, for the regular everyday consumer. Okay, the regular everyday consumer has really got to think about that, just because of finances and things like that. But when it comes to your job, in most cases, the employer is going to pay for it. Okay. So that is great news for you as a business owner. As someone who is offering their courses as CEU, you basically can let people know that, hey, have your boss pay for this, okay? Or reimburse you for it for this particular course. So if you want to think about doing that, the workshop is on August 9th, okay? The free workshop is on August 9th, and you can click the link around this video, right, to register for it. I am not inviting the whole world. I am only offering 25 seats, okay? 25 seats for the workshop, and 15 of them are already taken, okay? 15 of them are already taken. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I want to really be able to dig into the topic, and I want to be able to talk to the folks who are there. And so last time I had a free workshop, I had a whole lot of people there. And so I want to make sure that I am, that I'm giving the folks who really want to get the information and really want to learn to move forward. I want to make sure that they get my full attention. Okay. So I'm only offering 25 seats. Okay. And when those are gone, those are gone. All right. So I will put the link up for you all to join the free workshop. It's on August 9th, August 9th, August 9th. Okay. For those of you all who are on TT, you all can click on the LINK MIBIO. Those of you all who are catching this on FB or YT, in fact, let me see where you all are. I'm going to put this link around the video there for you all to grab that. Okay. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. There it is on FB. There it is. Okay. YT, I will get you all as well. TT, you all can click the LINK MIBIO. Okay. All right. So what we're going to cover in the free workshop, I am going to be giving you all a quick start guide as to how to get started selling your courses as CEU courses. Okay. I'm going to be teaching you all how to structure your course so that it will be easy for someone to accept it as a continuing ed course, right? How do I do that? How do I get started? I'm going to answer all those questions for those 25 people who make it into the workshop, okay? And it is a real workshop, so therefore I'm not inviting the whole world, okay? So if this is something that you think you're interested in, go ahead and grab your seat, okay? But we're going to be going over in detail how to get started selling your courses to businesses, schools, and nonprofits as continuing education courses. Really, really important because it's required. People are looking for them, and they can get reimbursed for it, which means there isn't as much friction when it comes to, hey, putting out a little bit of cash to actually come into your professional development course. And you can actually use that as a foray into and upsell them into other programs that you may have. So you know, CEUs are a great way to get your foot in the door, get some cash, low barrier to entry. And there are literally millions of people who are right now required to take professional development and continuing education courses, who are looking for something new, who are looking for something, you know, interesting, where, you know, they haven't taken it before. They've taken all these, you know, CEU courses, professional development courses, and they're like, hey, I want something that's not boring, right? And you have the opportunity to offer that course. You have the opportunity to offer that program. And 9 times out of 10, you already have the content. 9 times out of 10, you already have the content. Okay. So I would love to see you all on August 9th for the upcoming workshop. It's on a Saturday. So I'm not going to stay long this evening. I just wanted to make sure that you all knew about it, because most of the most of the seats are already taken. But I did want to come on and make sure that all my communities know about it, so that you can participate, all right, if you would like to. Okay, so feel free to ask me any questions down in the comments, no matter where you're catching this: IG, FB, TT, YT, all the places. Okay, all right, you guys. All right, so thank you all so much for coming in. I appreciate it. I will probably be coming in live early tomorrow morning, so I will see you all there. So be sure to ask me any questions down below in the comments section. I'll come in and make sure that I am answering those questions. Okay, so one more time, the workshop, the free workshop, is on August 9th for those people who are interested in selling your own CEU courses. Okay, you can sell your own courses back to your employer. All right, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it in my free workshop. Okay, all right, so remember that this is a different kind of workshop that I normally do. Only 25 seats are available. 15 have already been taken. Okay, so there are 10 more seats left, because it is a real workshop on Saturday, August 9th. Okay, so click the link, make sure you get in, and I'll see you all when I go live again tomorrow. Okay, all right, you guys, have a great rest of your night, and until next time, y'all know what it is. Stay on course. See you soon. Bye. See y'all soon.